is going to be a good one.
Can you kick it?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you
I
can.
feel like you should throw your hands up. Oh, I hate myself. Yeah, I did that and then saw it and then went, oh, okay. Anyway. Are you going to do the intro then?
Oh,
or do you want me to do it? Oh, it's your hair. That's why I scrape my back. I'm too hot for this at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Your one side kind of goes up and one sweeps, doesn't it?
I know, it's because I put my sunglasses. And also because I was at work, wasn't I? So I had my hair up.
Put your sunglasses back on your head. On your normal glasses. There you go, hides it a bit.
Yeah. Right then. Are we going to do a screenshot thing?
What was I saying like that? No, we're oh, okay. Do you want to do a screenshot on the video, or I don't know, show off one of your projects, or I'll hold something up? When you come back and watch this, you're gonna be laughing.
Oh God.
Right, 2 minutes in.
Right, okay, we're just going to start.
Okay, hold on.
I need these things for our blooper reel in December.
What blooper reel in December? Are you doing a blooper reel?
I don't know. Well, Sharon said, didn't she? Or you could put all your stupid bits together and have a blooper reel.
Are you actually doing that?
I did think about it. My hair will be going. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
How's it go?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh dear.
Anyway,
Right then.
I am literally crying. Anyway.
Good morning.
Oh, shut up. Good.
Good morning and welcome to episode 10 of the Norfolk Girls Knitting Podcast. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Shannon.
And together we have this podcast to show off our wares, basically, what we're knitting on, what we're working on, what we'd like to work on, that sort of thing.
Yeah, basically mostly crafts, isn't it? It could be
Mostly
crochet,
crafts, yes.
maybe weaving, maybe I'll do some more weaving again, I don't know. Anything fibre crafty related.
Yes.
I think. Fibre crafty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I've got mostly knitting today.
Yeah, I've only got knitting today.
Okie doke.
Obviously, we
ignore all the previous things.
Yeah.
This is a knitting podcast.
For today at least.
Alright. So, where can you find us?
We are on Instagram as Norfolk Girls Knitting. We have an email account, which is norfolkgirlsknitting@gmail.com. I should know that because I was the one that set up. And I am also Shannon of Blue Fern Yarns. You can literally find me on social media as Blue Fern Yarns. You can find me on my website, which is bluefernyarns.co.uk.
Do you have an email address?
Yeah, I have an email address, which is shannon@bluefernyarns.co.uk.
Original.
Yeah. Yeah, not very exciting. But anyway.
I'm Amanda. I'm Miss Mandy Lou on Instagram and Ravelry. And I have an email address, which is definitely amanda@gmail.com.
I don't know why that makes you laugh every time. I'm pretty sure if you watch back the last one, it made you laugh when I said, I don't know why it makes you laugh. I'm going to say it every time. It's going to be a thing.
Yes. Right then. And today is the
17th?
18th of July. Hold
music. Oh, it's the 18th. You were right.
18th of July. I'm always right. You should know that by now. Right then. So what have you been up to?
I'm going to look at my notes because I wrote things down. So yeah, some of the things that we've been up to. So we went to Renshaw Hall for
We
the
did.
afternoon tea. I was the pop-up there on the 30th of June, wasn't it? It was a Sunday the 30th.
I was the reverser of the car.
That's basically what you did, isn't it? You reversed the car. Yeah, so we went there. It was so lovely. I don't even know what to say about it. It was so lovely. It was my first ever afternoon tea. Now, I am going to explain a little bit why. I am fussy and I don't really like sandwiches. Okay, that's wrong. I like sandwiches, but I don't like condiments. So mayo, ketchup, pickles, mustard.
I'm glad that you know the names of them.
Well, all of those things, I don't want them. Don't like them, don't want them, don't need them in my sandwich. Just put butter and something else nice.
Butter, cheese, done.
Yeah, what's wrong with the cheese sandwich? Nothing. Cheese and ham sandwich, even better. But anyway,
Put it on the grill.
even better.
Even better. I'm hungry now.
Yeah. Are you looking for food?
Yes.
I've not been shopping.
I've
And
got-
Tom's not here, so
It's
I've got no
okay.
food.
I've got an emergency packet of crisps over here. So,
yeah, we did afternoon tea, my first ever afternoon tea. Thank you, Liz, for arranging me to have some really nice food. Thank you very much.
yes,
Lots
and
of
I had
cake.
some lovely food.
Yep.
I had loads and loads of lovely food, and I we're going to take out. We're going again in November, when
Yeah.
Shannon isn't the dyer of the month, and we're going to take our own Tupperware.
We've already arranged it.
Yes.
We've already got our tickets for the end of November. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like 20 something.
Yeah, and we're going to go and see duckies.
Yeah, Ducky Darling. So Hayley
Darling,
and Nick.
yeah.
I don't know if Nick goes. I don't think Nick usually goes.
Well,
I think
that's
it's
off.
mainly-
Nick, I think you should go.
Yeah. Nick, if you're watching, I don't think you are, but anyway, if you are, you should definitely be coming. But yeah, we'll see Hayley and we'll see Liz of Nibbles, Needles and Hooks.
Yeah.
So definitely go and have a look at their, I think they call it like an events page on their website. They've got loads of afternoon teas with different indie dyers. They also are running a retreat.
I think they're
It's
running
like-
retreat. They did one, didn't they?
They did one
it,
recently,
and it
yeah.
was quite successful. So I think they're
Mid-June.
planning on doing another one next year.
Yeah, I think they're doing a couple a year, I think,
Yeah.
anyway. But like, yeah, go visit their shop. It's lovely. You've got amazing cake. They do they run like a mini little coffee shop out of there as well. So you've got really good cake. You've got really good tea, because that's what I drink.
Coffee is lovely.
Yeah, and wool and tables where you can just sit down and knit. We went down there.
We
and-
went there on the Saturday, didn't we? The day
Yeah.
before. We got thrown out at closing time.
Yeah, because we didn't realise what time it was.
Everybody else was leaving, and I looked at Shannon and I'm like, "Do you think they're meant to be closing?"
Yeah, so we eventually got kicked out.
And then Simon's
Yeah,
closing the
literally
door on us.
closing the door with the key in the lock. But no, it was fun.
Yeah.
We had a good time. I think. Well, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
Got to talk to some lovely people,
Yeah.
meet some new people, talked about their projects, ood and ard over yarn.
Yes.
What do you call them?
Yarn pigeons.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hate myself.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really really lovely.
It was good.
It was really nice. Really really nice.
I still have to get over my fear
of
of when people come up to me, hello,
and start talking
what
to
have
you.
you been doing? How's you?
Oh yeah, because they did that to you, and then you went and hid behind the curtain for like
I was
5 minutes to
feeling a
calm down.
I was feeling a bit overwhelmed, and there was a lot, I love it. I really love it, but I am quite an introvert and I am quite shy, despite what you see on here. But please don't stop coming and saying hello, because I love
No,
it.
we do love it. We do love it. It's a bit freaky when people ask us,
Yeah.
"How do you get on with such and such?" And I'm like, "How do you know?" Oh yeah, YouTube. We put it up on YouTube.
Yeah. So I did go and stand behind the curtain for a little while.
Yeah, it freaked me out because I was like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "Just give me 5 minutes." So I left her alone. I left her to it, and then she came out and told me what was going on.
Yes. But it was lovely, and
It was lovely. It was a really nice event. Lovely day. Lovely weekend, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from the hotel that we stayed in.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna go there.
No, that was awful. What other notes have I got? I had a major frogging session. So I frogged some old whips.
Okay.
That have just been sat down here. by the side of my sofa.
Okay.
And I look at them and I put them back, and I look at them and I put them back, and I just don't do anything with them. So
you actually frogged them. You didn't give them to me to frog.
No, I frogged them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wished you were here though, because some of them were alternating skeins and that just took forever.
Progress.
But yeah, so I frogged a load of old whips, so you may see some of those yarns again in future projects, because I like the yarn, obviously.
Waste not, want not.
That reminds me, I need to give you that jumper today.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then, and we also visited Folk.
Yes, we went
Studios. Is it Folk Yarn Studios or Folk Studios?
I think it's Folk Yarn Studios, isn't it? Anyway, Laura,
So she was the lonely knitter, and she's still dyeing yarn as the lonely knitter. She also runs East Anglian Yarn Festival, and she now has Folk Yarn, which is a Norfolk and Suffolk based yarn.
Using Norfolk and
It's East Anglia, isn't it?
Is it Suffolk based sheep?
I think it's East Anglia, but I think the majority of them are from Suffolk.
Yeah. So she had an open day on
the 13th,
which was last Saturday.
Yeah.
We went along.
Yeah.
And met some familiar faces and some new faces. And had a lovely day, basically.
It was so nice.
Yeah, the studio is fantastic.
She has done an amazing job. Excuse me, my voice just went then. Yeah, she's done an amazing job with that space, hasn't she?
Yeah,
it was really, really good.
Shannon wanted to steal her table.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, Laura. If it disappears.
Don't blame me. But maybe blame me. But she's got this really nice table. So I think it was white originally, but she's upcycled and painted it and everything. So it's like this gorgeous bright tealy blue.
It's almost the same colour as your studio.
It probably is, actually. It's probably why I want it. And then the inside is white, and the top is made of glass, and it's got like these 4 sections, and she's got yarn in the sections, so you can still put your tea and coffee and whatnot on the glass, but you've got yarn underneath. I'm like, I want one of those tables.
Yarn as decoration.
Exactly.
So new.
Exactly. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit too excited about that now. But yeah, I really want one of those tables. One day. But apparently you can't even buy those tables
I did have a look, actually.
What?
IKEA? I looked on the IKEA, and I looked on Wayfair. And I looked on eBay.
Yeah. No.
And I couldn't find them. So
might have to have a look. But yeah, it's just been really lovely. I have also finished dyeing or creating the 24-day advent, which I am super excited about. And day 1 is already twisted.
Waiting for me to
dyed,
label it.
twisted, and needs labelling. And stuff. Day 2 is soaking, because I was to do it the other day and I didn't. So I did show prep instead. So so day 2 will be happening today and tomorrow. If not, hopefully completing it today. Hopefully. But I've got things to do this afternoon. But yeah. How about you? What have you been up to?
Work. Basically. Work.
And the things that I mentioned.
Yeah, and a bit hanging out with her.
Who's her?
Hanging out with Shannon. But that's about it, really. Just work.
Okay.
Right then.
Do we want to mention the make-along?
Oh yes, we're running a make-along.
Which we're really rubbish at. I'm very sorry.
I did put a video up.
Yes, you did. I forgot to share it.
Last weekend, showing how to pick up the stitches, or how I pick up the stitches on the Vertices Unite section 2. A couple of people had asked us for that, so that is now up. It's on our Instagram and on YouTube. I'm hoping a couple of people have said it's been useful.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that we've answered your questions, but if we haven't, please do contact us. Either comment on that last video, or just send us an email, or send us a message on Instagram. We'll see what we can do.
Mum will, because she's the one.
I was a bit shaky.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good.
But yeah, anyway, it's up. So, and if you want us to do any anything else,
Yeah, let us know.
let us know, and we'll see if we can sort that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because some of the stuff as well, it might be better if I do some as well as you, because I do it ever so slightly different.
Yeah.
But it's just because I hold the yarn a bit
Yeah.
cat-handed. We all knit in our own way, which I love.
That was the thing, isn't it? When we got into
Folk Studios, was it?
was it Folk? Or was it Nibbles, Needles and Hooks? When everybody was knitting and I just sat there for a little while just looking around. Excuse me, sorry.
How do your stomach's going?
Looking around and watching how we're all doing the same thing. We're all doing knits and pearls, but we all do it differently. And it was amazing.
It was really interesting just to stop and just watch everybody knitting. It was really, really good.
Quite relaxing.
Yeah, very relaxing. But yeah, so we are running a make-along. It is, I cannot remember.
NGK Westknits KAL.
Yep, so that's the hashtag on Instagram.
But if you are going to use it on Instagram, please tag us at Norfolk Girls Knitting.
Yeah, tag us actually in the image, because then we can see it better under the tag section.
Because we've both been in at the same time on the same
on our different phones,
same hashtag, and I got barely anything, and you got some, didn't you?
Oh, I got some, but I didn't get all the ones that you had.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know what is up with Instagram. Like, you used to use a hashtag and see everything, and now you use a hashtag and you can see barely anything.
Yeah.
If you want to sort of join in, because we are going to draw some prizes.
Yeah. So we thought we might draw some sort of, maybe at the end of August, maybe a pattern prize or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For participation.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be an FO. If it is, it's great. If you've got an old whip that has been
languishing and you've picked it up again, pop it in, and we'll, end of August, I'll draw a winner and we'll sort out a pattern prize or something.
Yeah, and then at the end of November we've given it, isn't we? So, isn't we? That was really bad English. Haven't we? So we have. So end of November we're going to draw some prizes again.
Yeah.
And
there'll probably be physical prizes this time.
Yeah, I've popped a couple of things aside.
Yeah.
Bought a couple of skeins of yarn. So yeah, it'll be good.
Okie dokie.
Cool.
Right then.
What?
It's 18 minutes. Admittedly, about 5 of those was us messing about at the beginning.
Yeah.
But we better get on.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to go first? Because I think you've got more than me.
Yeah. And I'm wearing my Tolsta Tee, which is made in, and I'm molting, sorry. Amazing Drops Belle. It's the DK version in, and it's the colour Petrol. And it's featured in a previous episode. And all the details are on my Ravelry page as well.
Oh, I didn't think that was the Tolsta. Yeah. Looks really nice.
I wear it quite a lot actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I might need to make another one.
Yeah. How many have you made now? Because you're making me one. You're doing a sample for me.
This was Tolsta number 2. So I've done two jumpers. This, and I'm working on another tee. So
for 4th. Okay.
And I've got a few more planned. So.
Right then. Are molting.
Right then. So,
is that one of your finished objects or?
No, because I wore it. Finished it before Australia, didn't I?
Oh yeah, of course.
Remember
you
I did Dim Doc?
Yeah.
Past when I went to Australia. Right then.
It wasn't that long ago.
Feels like it.
Yeah. It's an AFO, almost finished object.
So basically, I've done all the knitting, but I haven't blocked it or sewed it together. So this is, it was a test knit for Rachel and Joe of Twinset and Purl, and it doesn't look brilliant here. It's the Maurice Cowl. So if I actually hold it the way it should look,
that's what I didn't think it was supposed to be that way around.
It should be like that.
Okay. Well, this bit will be folded in.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Bear with.
Hold music.
So it's going to be a cowl, and it's the Maurice cowl. So you've got this lovely lace pattern, which is what was on the original Maurice shawl, and the I don't know if you want to pop it a bit nearer. You can see the ridges, which is very cleverly done. I'm not going to say too much because it's a paid for pattern. And I made that using West Yorkshire Spinners Exquisite Lace, which is an 80% merino, 20% silk, I think, in the colour Regal. It's looking a bit brighter than it actually is.
I mean, over here in the shadow is closer to what it actually is here.
Yeah. So, yeah, all the knitting is finished. I just need to...
well, that's not bad. That's not bad colour representation.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really see the project, but the colour is nice.
Yeah. So I just need to block it and then sew up the back.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It does look really good.
Really happy with that one. And it was fairly straightforward. Now, it took me a little while to get the pattern repeat. But once I got it, I didn't need
to stare at the pattern.
No. So I think it's
12, it looks quite
12 rows. But it was actually fairly straightforward, and once I got it, it was okay. So it took me a little while. It took me about halfway through, but I got it in the end. All right, so that's that one.
Cool. Should I go?
Yep.
Okay, so I have got a finished object. This has been a whip. I think on the last episode it was a whip. And here it is. It is surprisingly the Musselburgh hat. So this is Musselburgh hat number 3. And I've made it using the yarn by Pigment and Ply, and it's called Lady of the Lake. Now it was their Wonderwool Wales special colour, exclusive colour.
Show exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see, but it's made quite a fun pattern all the way around it. I mean, I didn't really like it to begin with. While I was knitting it, I was like, oh, I don't really like what it's done with the pattern. But actually, it's quite fun because that just looks all zigzaggy. I quite like it. Anyway, I'm not going to put it on because I've got a clip in my hair and it'll just go nuts. I don't know. Do you want to put it on?
No, it's too hot.
It is too hot.
We have sunshine.
Oh, no. I know. We're not saying anything. You'll scare it. So yeah, Musselburgh hat number 3. I'm not going to go through it. I think we've gone through it enough, haven't we?
Yeah.
Start at the top, do your increases, go all the way down.
I'm not going to go through it, but I am going through it.
That is it. I'm not doing it in detail though.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's just I've done it out of 4-ply yarn, which I think looks really lovely. And I actually did the increases and decreases and the way in the yarn bit properly this time. So proud of myself. I had like 6 grams left, which, you know, I was really happy about.
Better than 27.
I know. Like, oh, so annoying.
Watch the feet.
I'm not doing it. It's fine. She keeps thinking that I'm going to kick the stand, which I quite often do, to be fair. But anyway, so yeah, that's my one and only finished object.
Very good.
Have you got something else?
I have indeed. So I might as well talk about this one because she's already mentioned it. So this is
She. Who's she? That's a really nice bag.
Busy Pottering.
I like that.
It's one of the very first bags that I got.
Oh, I like that.
I did think about giving it to my sister because she loves hairs, but I don't like her that much.
You're giving it to anyone, you're giving it to me.
Right then.
First dibs.
So I'm doing a sample knit for Shannon, and it is the Tolsta Tee in the 4-ply version, and I'm doing it in the colourway, which is,
you know it, chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum. See, came to me.
Yeah.
This
is the colour. It is.
It's blowing out.
It's kind of.
It's not quite as bright. It's quite
It's actually fairly muted, but you have got a mix of colours in there. So you've got yellows, pinks, reds. and everything in between, basically, and creams and
And this is what I've done.
You've done loads since I last saw it.
And these are my emergency cactus needle stoppers that I bought at Folk because I kept pulling it off the needles. So it doesn't look like much at the moment because the needle cord is quite short. But yeah.
But you can still see the pattern, and you've got
So
obviously the
it's just
neckline in there.
Raglan detail, short rows at the back. It's just going to have short sleeves like this one. And I think I've only got about 4 more inches of the body to do before I do the rib.
Yeah.
And so far, this is on Shannon's Classic Sock in Chrysanthemum, and this is my second ball. So,
oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Can we cut that bit out? You're not going to, are you? Great. But yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Just going to sit here like this.
Okay, you do that.
There you go.
Yeah, so Tolsta number 4. I've got an idea that I might do. Should I be telling say this? I have got loads of minis, and I've got some seconds of the, I can't remember what colour it was. It was a lilac-y colour that you did.
Oh, it's an old blackberry colour, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I've got some seconds of that that's got some blue splashes in it, and I've got an idea to do a Tolsta jumper, but knit it normally, but join the yarns at the front, so when I turn it inside out, it's the reverse stockinette.
That'd be nice.
As a jumper. I just need to remember to do the raglan bits as purl stitches instead of knit stitches.
But yeah, because you can knit it the right way and then just turn it inside out. Can't you?
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would knit it as if I was knitting a normal one, but just make sure that I make sure that I do the raglan detail as purl stitches, so it will look.
So you still get the definition.
So you still get the
line
of raglan increases. But yeah.
So I can't wait to see that one.
So that should be done by the next podcast.
What, this new one that you've got the idea for? Or
No,
that
one. Possibly. Who knows? I can't seem to concentrate on much at the moment, so
just knitting it around.
Just knitting it around, really.
Yeah. Can't wait until I've got that one. Yeah, so I do, just to say, I do have a few samples being knitted for me at the moment. So hopefully when they start coming in, I'll be able to show you what they look like. I'll probably be wearing a few of them, if not all of them at some point. But yeah, I'll at least show you guys what we've got sample knitted, because we've got quite a few colours that I didn't have sample knitted and I really wanted something. Anyway.
And you tended to have samples that were in the colours that you wear quite a lot, and that is a little bit out of your comfort zone. So
yeah, just like what I'm currently wearing is a little bit out of my comfort
zone. It's very
zone,
nice though. It looks really nice.
I do quite like it actually. Yeah, I've had a few people comment saying, "Oh, it looks really lovely." I'm like, thanks. It's not normally a colour I wear.
But there you go.
Yeah, no, it's good. Sorry, I'm just sorting out my next.
She's getting out of her tangle.
Yeah, it's huge, and I had to stop because otherwise I'd have finished it before you'd even seen it as a whip, and then I thought, that's fine. So it is living in just about. It's a bit
tiny
squished. It's a bit squished in this bag, but this is my Eldenwood Craft project bag. So you've got Eldenwood. So yes, the lovely Emma and I did a collaboration. I can't remember which one this was. 2022, I think. And it was called Party in the Park, and I did some yarn, and she did a project bag. So yeah. Anyway, lovely project bag. And my
second entry.
I'm going to move to the side so Mum can put some images in for me. So I am making the
Winter Lights
shawl. I knew it didn't sound right. I even wrote it down right. Anyway, Winter Lights shawl by Stephen West. So into the Westknits make along. So this is technically my third.
It's her 2.5.
I didn't even get quite halfway, I don't think.
Just tell them.
Okay, so we agreed that we were going to make the
Loosely.
not loosely at all. We agreed that we were going to make the Vertices Unite shawl together. I made and finished mine because I was just so addicted to it. In fact, it's still here because I haven't blocked it. So we'll just show it. So I made mine. Ta-da!
You're just a show off. And
I need to throw that over there. It needs blocking. It's on my to-do list. It's been on my to-do list since we last recorded. And I still haven't done it. Although now the sun's out, I might do it today and then it'll dry.
We're not mentioning it later.
Okay. Yeah. And then the other one that we agreed that we were going to do was the Mosaic Musings.
I don't remember.
That was her pick. Mine was the Vertices Unite, and Mum decided that she wanted to make the Mosaic Musings. Now,
I don't remember.
I cast on. It took me 3 attempts to get it right on the original cast on, but I did it and it was fine. And then I did the first section, fine, not a problem. And then I went on to like the next section of the mosaic bit. And I really wasn't enjoying it. I absolutely hated it. I loved the effect, but I just hated it. And the bit that I really hated...
That was the product knit, isn't it? So some of his are like... I really enjoyed, like, I did the Starflake and I loved it. Really loved it. What have I done that I didn't particularly... Oh, bloody the chevrons. So the shifting chevrons shawl looks amazing.
It's so effective. It is huge.
But after the first chevron, and there's 7 of them.
After the first section of chevrons.
There's 7.
Yeah. We got a picture? So you can put that in. It is huge. I had it on one of my walls at Wonderwall Wales and it took up nearly the whole wall. Lots of people loved it though.
And you wear it like a poncho, don't you?
Yeah, I wear it like a poncho. It is massive. It's like the biggest shawl I own.
Yeah,
it's huge.
So yeah, but so some of them you really enjoy. Some of them are a little bit of a chore and you want the finished effect, so it's a product knit.
Yeah. And the bit that I really didn't like, I could deal with the rest of it, it was just the bit that I didn't like, was the intarsia. So it's intarsia knitting with a couple of very, very, very small sections, but you have to...
It's a bit fiddly.
Yeah, and I can't do... Well, I can. I just don't like doing it. It is too much work, too much hassle. At one point I had 3 different balls of yarn attached to my work for longer periods.
And when it's like that, you don't want to pick it up, do you?
No, and I just wasn't picking it up and I wasn't enjoying it and I just... No, didn't like it. Didn't like it. It's very effective and I'm going to apologise to Mandy. So we made our friend Mandy make it.
We didn't make her. She decided to.
She wanted to join along and
hers is sitting in a whip bucket.
Is it? Has she not finished it? Oh, I didn't know that. I was hoping to see her later and find out. Oh my god, yeah.
So Mandy works at Venetia's yarn shop.
Yeah. And you didn't even start it.
I haven't finished my Vertices Unite yet.
No, I know, but still. Yeah.
I know what my second one is going to be though. I've decided.
Oh, what is it going to be?
I'm going to finish my Geo Gradient.
I think,
because
it's beautiful.
I've been getting a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of whips that I have. Normally, I'm not completely monogamous because I always have a blanket going at some point, and it's usually with one
blanket
of your
whips don't count.
Your clubs sort of thing. But I think I wasn't going to say it on here. Basically, I've been really suffering with the menopause symptoms, and my concentration and my patience are just literally
Gone.
gone. Definitely missing in action, and I just felt I'd get to a point and I think, oh, I can't do this, and I'd throw it and then I'd cast on something else, and it's just I've never been like that. And so I was getting a bit overwhelmed with things, and then I just thought, well, actually, we've got our make along. It'll be a spur to get me to finish the geo gradient. So once I finish my Vertices Unite, I'm going to finish my geo gradient and hopefully get that done by the end of November.
Yeah, it'd be good.
And I'm not going to do
The next one. She says. Wait until October comes.
I'm not. Although I have got a week's holiday in October.
Yeah.
Stop it. Carry on.
So, anyway, back to the whips. So this is my second end.
So you might be forgiven. It's the Winter Light Shawl.
Yeah, it is the Winter Light Shawl by Stephen West, and I am making it out of my own yarns. We put together this set, so I'm going to go off on another tangent. So we put together this set, and we both loved it, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And I've showed it to a few people, and they were like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" And then I got a little bit disheartened because I took it to my knit group. Now, they are not horrible in any way, shape or form, so please do not think that they are. But they made a very good point, which I totally agreed with, which is why I then went, oh, okay. So then I cast on something else, which you'll see in a bit. But now I've come back to it and I'm actually going to finish it anyway.
And it is amazing. Just show it.
The comment that they made is it's not very...
It's not your aesthetic.
No.
Not your usual aesthetic.
Yeah. Now, it's really hard to show, so we're going to try and show half because it's over 650 stitches. So, ta-da! It's a bit bright. It is very, very bright. In fact, probably the colours are pretty true.
Yeah.
Because they are that bright. You've got like the red down here. So I am doing it in a bit of a rainbow.
So what does the pattern suggest?
So the pattern suggests you have one 100-gram skein as your main colour, and this is what I've got left. I haven't weighed it yet because I haven't finished, but this is what I've got left of the After Dark Cognac, which is obviously the black. So you use one 100-gram skein, and then I cannot remember the exact amount, but the meterage is effectively 10 20-gram mini skeins. So
200 grams then?
Yeah. Well, he says 3 skeins, but obviously you have a lot
leftovers then.
Yeah. So you could make it out of 3 skeins of yarn. I mean, that's what I'm doing.
Or 450 grams.
Or 450. Yeah.
If you make socks and you've got leftovers.
Well, you need one colour to make it consistent, but obviously...
No, but I'm saying for your
contrast colour.
Contrast
oh yes,
colours.
so the contrast colour you could use. Yeah, you could use scraps. You could use 450-gram skeins, whatever. But the main colour, you can see the black ends about here, and that's all it is on the main colour, and then the rest is just continuing. So I could cast off now, and I quite like it as it is. I did play Yarn Chicken. Can you see? I played Yarn Chicken and I lost, so I've just had to do a couple of extra stitches in the next colour.
Who knows?
Which is that one. Again, very, very neon. And then the next colours after the orange, do you want to hold that one up for me? Are these. So, it will... Do you want to turn around?
Ow!
I was going to say your wrist doesn't bend that way. So these are going to be the colours. So I'm just doing the edge border bit.
So yellow, light green, dark green.
Yeah. And it's effectively a rainbow, so you could say start from red all the way down. But I wanted this colour, or these colours, nearer to my face, because they are the colours that are me. So when I was making it originally, I thought I was going to make it for myself, and now I'm just enjoying it. I'm making it because I want to make it. I really enjoy it. It's all very bright, very neon. So this here, that'll look really nice against my skin. Up here, if I do wear it. Might not wear it, I might gift it away. To to someone who likes neons. I don't know who likes neons other than Tom, but I'm sure I'll find someone.
Would Tom wear it?
Tom wouldn't wear a shawl, no. He doesn't wear scarves either. I know, he's a weirdo. He likes his hoodies, doesn't he? So they're all quite big. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I am loving this. This is definitely one of the projects that I'm really enjoying.
Yarn down.
Bear with me. Yeah, so I am very much enjoying it. The rows that I'm on at the moment are a bit much because it's, like I said, it's over 650 stitches. I was gonna say rows at the moment, but it might be no. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna stop.
So it's a process.
It's a process. I'm enjoying it. I am now going to look to finish it.
I think you've surprised yourself at how much you like it.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. Like, it does just about fit in here, but it is just, I've just screwed it up. A little stick marker. Yeah, anyway. I like my penguins. Who knew?
So that's Shannon's second entry into the make-along.
Yes.
Do you think you get another one in?
I might do, but I don't know what. I was thinking the star flake.
Yeah.
Because you said that you really enjoyed that. What is that? That's 4 skeins but 2 colours, isn't it?
2 colours, yeah.
I wonder if I can make that out of stash. Oh no.
Do you mean stock?
No. I actually mean stash this time.
We went to Nibbles, Needles and Hooks, and I decided that I wanted to do some crochet. I'd bought 2-3 knitting projects with me, just for an overnight stay.
You took 3, I think.
And then it was I just got there and I'm like, I want to crochet. I need to buy some yarn. So I started something.
You bought some yarn and you started something.
I wasn't gonna show it. I don't know whether I got it in here. Oh yeah, I bought that.
So these are the colours. And no, do you want to carry on first, or do you want to?
So I said to Shannon, I started this crochet. She went, oh, I want to crochet something now. I wonder if I can go and have a look in my stash that's in the car. I'm like, that's stock.
It's stock for the weekend, for the pop-up.
It's stock, not stash. Anyway, I wasn't going to show this, but there you go.
We're going to show it now. So these are the 2 colours that Mum bought. And they're kind of blowing out a little bit. Hopefully when you see the project of what Mum's done. So we went through all of the crochet books, all of the patterns that Liz and Simon had at their shop. And then she went, I'm just going to do whatever I want. So you made something up, didn't you?
So basically,
and I love it. I really do.
It's gonna be like an long infinity
cowl.
I
love it. I think it's so effective. Have you got more rows? Yeah, you've got more rows. So you've got 3 rows here and then you've got 4 there.
Yeah, so basically I was going to do it all random as the fancy took me. But then somebody said something. That I shouldn't have odd numbered rows.
And I told her to ignore that person. And
so I haven't done anything since.
I think you should just carry on because it was really, I like it. I think it's really effective. I enjoy it. So
anyway, so what will happen is when it gets round to I can hardly do it on this bit. Look, when it gets round to there, it'll be... Ignore that.
Okay. Are you going to cut that bit out?
No.
Well, okay. So the colours that Mum's got. So this one's the Malabrigo
sock in the colour Alice.
Oh, I think it's lovely.
It's like a jeansy colour.
Pale jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A bit more indigo pale.
I love the fact that Liz, when she winds the yarn for you, she gives you a little hair clip.
I might have to do that when I start doing it. Anyway.
And
I'm
then
just going to wrap that round because I'm pulling on it.
This is
from Ducky Darlings.
And it's Lucky Dip. You don't need to...
Okay. So it's from Ducky Darlings and it's called Lucky Dip and it is... Oh, I love it. I think those 2 colours together are fantastic. Yeah. It's blowing it out a little bit. I think the lighting's a bit weird. You just put it in my face, that's fine. Do you think it'll be hold enough? You're going to screenshot it.
Anyway, I wasn't going to show you that. So now I've got another one.
Okay, do next one.
Okay, so this is my entry into the MAL. And it's the Vertices Unite. And...
No, it's the other way around.
Oh, yes. So I finished section 2. Pulling my hair off it.
So you got section 1 here, which is the massive one. Once you've gone past section 1, it's really enjoyable for me anyway.
Yeah.
Personally. And then you've got section 2, which is on a
short needle.
Yeah, so it's a bit bunched up, but hopefully you can see it. And then do you want to show colour for section 3? Because so if you've got,
then that'll be there.
Yeah, I like that. Very autumnal. Yeah. I mean, these colours don't look great on me, but
so
they do look
that was section 1.
Yeah. And you've got section 2 there.
Which I couldn't get out of my head at one point because I thought it was Harry Potter vibes. But actually now it's finished, it doesn't look quite so Harry Potter-y.
I like it.
I haven't got enough hands. And then that's number 3. So, yep.
Yeah, I like it.
So I just need to get on with it, really.
How do you do that with not putting stoppers on it? You just shoved it in there without putting stoppers on it.
Alright.
Oh, it freaks me out. Mind you, I am a
freak.
Love you too, Mum.
Right then. So
I don't even think I've shown you this one.
Ooh.
This is a completely new one. Oh, you can guess what it is though, can't you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got the chart down here because it's charted. Mum's gone, oh yeah, I recognise that. So I don't think I've printed a picture. Can you pop an image in?
Yeah.
So I'm making the Glacial light tee.
Do you want the image, pattern image, or do you want the one of me wearing mine?
Both. Okay. And Mum does the editing, so you know.
So I made mine, and it's one of the ones that is. Sorry.
Carry on. I'm just getting it ready.
Yeah. So I made mine, and it's the one. It's probably the most.
You have to chase it down.
I've chased people down
at shows.
At shows, saying you do know that you're still wearing my top.
Yeah. So
the amount of times that people have wanted to buy it off me.
Yeah. You could have made millions.
Yeah. From
it. Well, probably not, but you know. Yeah. But it's a lovely top. I am going to make it in a similar way to yours. So it's Caitlin Hunter, isn't it?
It's by Caitlin Hunter of Boyland Knitwotks, and in the original pattern, what she does is she's got.
So it's 4 bottom up.
Yeah.
Which is new for me. I've never done anything bottom up before, which I'm quite enjoying.
And it's 4 different colours that she repeats.
Yeah.
And one of the colours is the main colour as well.
Yeah. And then what she does, so she knits bottom up, so she's got the pattern, and then she goes straight into the sleeves, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She might do one round, but she'll go straight into the sleeves. And hopefully by the image
you'll have seen in the pictures anyway.
Yeah, and it looks lovely, but on your one, you've done bottom up, then you've done a couple of inches of the main colour, and then done the sleeves, which is what I think I'm going to do, because I like the way that sits on you better. It just looks nicer. So I am making mine, I don't know which bit to show first. So I am making mine out of like 4.5 colours.
4.5.
Well, oh, I've lost it. It was up here. Anyway, so this is going to be my main colour. So this is Sofa Snooze on Yak. Then we've got Moody Skies. Oh, it's in there. Then we've got, oh, that's attached. Cozy Night In. Then we've got, hang on. What did I call that? It's Morally Grey. Did I call it Moody Skies?
Yes.
Because that's Moody Skies. Okay. And then what I've done is I've used Sofa Snooze on my classic sock. So that's Sofa Snooze on Yak, and this is Sofa Snooze on classic sock. And then I've repeated Morally Grey, Cozy Night In, which I'm currently doing, and then I'll do that one, and then I'll carry on with the Sofa Snooze on Yak. And this is as far as I've got. That is really blowing out. You can't even see the pattern, which is a shame. So yeah, I've done quite a bit, I think.
Yeah.
So it's on very tight needles, that's why it looks absolutely tiny.
So I did mine with 8 stripes.
Yeah.
You're on your 7th.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on my 7th. It will drop as well, because obviously it's lace and it's merino, so it will drop, so it will grow a little bit, which will be nice.
And the lace will
bloom. I'm a little bit disappointed that you can't really see it on camera. I wonder if
we'll take a picture.
Yeah, we'll take a picture and pop that in. Because I am really enjoying it.
It does look beautiful.
Like, you can actually see it, even though it's variegated yarn. You can see the detail of it. Yeah. Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed you can't see it. But I'm really enjoying it. It is one that I do have to think a bit about. Mm-hmm. But what I've done as well is, so in the pattern, she doesn't put stitch markers in, but I do. And then you've got a few stitches that you only have to remember, and then just repeat them.
Yeah, because if you get to the end of your stitch marker and your pattern chart isn't right, you only have to pull back those few stitches rather than the whole lot.
Yeah. No, I am not doing that with this. Yeah.
You're such a child.
I got new needle stoppers. They're dinosaurs. But anyway, I got them from Laura at Folk Yarn Studios. Whatever way it is, I'm sorry, Laura. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. So I did write down what size I'm making, because I don't mind sharing that. So I am making size 3, which is a 44.5-inch bust. So yeah, I normally do something about 41 inches, but I think with the sizing on her patterns, that was the closest one to it without it being too tight and too small. And
I think as well, because quite a lot of people, when they try mine on, they say, is it really that big? And I think it's because the lace pulls it in at the bottom.
Yeah.
So even though it's blocked, it will
come in a little bit. Yeah.
Come in a little bit, so it's quite fitted at the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm really enjoying it. It is really, really lovely. But it was really nice to show you without you actually seeing it beforehand. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Good.
Yeah. I've been wanting to make one for a while. Mainly because people keep going on about her one, and I'm like, I want one. So
and we do. So basically, what happened was Shannon had a painting honeycombs kit, which was 8 colours of yak and 1 undyed, and I bought one to make that. But because I'd done your I-cord cast on and yours,
you didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to do it again. And then I found the pattern. I thought, I'm just going to see if I can do a stripe in a 20-gram mini, which obviously you can.
Yeah. Well, I think on your one you said that you use about 18 grams per stripe, whereas my one, can you remember what size you made?
I think it was this 5 or 6.
56-inch bust or something. Yeah. So each one of my stripes is actually taking 13 grams.
Yeah.
So, and even with the cast on, it's still 13 grams.
So you could actually make you could make it out of an advent.
You could make it out of an advent.
Because then you could do the top in stripes.
Yeah.
And then you could put sleeves on it. Oh. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Light bulb.
Are you going to do that with yours?
I might. I was going to do the advent, but I might.
Oh, really?
I might do the Glacial light, do it as a jumper. Or
I really
sleeves or
want to
something.
see that.
Yeah.
I really want to see that. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
There's an idea anyway.
Yeah. Oh God, that's gonna look amazing. Anyway, yeah, really happy with that. Anyway,
Right then, on to this is the Alderman bag show today.
I think it usually is. I've got three of them, and they constantly in rotation. 4 of them. I've got 4. Yeah, there's another one down there.
Yes. So
Sorry.
now, this is a test knit that I showed on last episode, and I kind of stalled because I looked at the pattern schematic. Again, it's the Willow Pullover by Andrea Gaughan Knits, and I'm going to put a picture in here. Now, I really loved her sample that she did, and I was knitting away on it, and I got to the point where I'm getting almost to, it's knit bottom up, so if you remember, it's this. So I put oh God, that's so good. Another 2 or 3 inches on it, and it's in knit by numbers, and the colourway
blowing out
is KBN 68.
It's about here-ish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's on their 100% pure Falklands merino base.
Look at that twist, if you can see that.
Which
hopefully you can.
they have now
Discontinued
and changed. So I was getting to the point where I was thinking, right, I'm going to have to start separating and doing, so you do the front, you do the back, and you join it at shoulders, and then you pick up for the sleeves. And I looked at the schematic and I thought, oh, that sounds a bit, and I have spoken to the designer. We've all kind of, yeah. And this is where you do test knits. Now, I worked out for my size that my bicep measurement, according to the pattern, was 23.75 inches.
Do you want to tape measure?
No, it's in this one. Bear with. All right, okay.
Hold music.
So 23.75 inches. And you put it on my arm. Can you see how big that is?
That's all the way down here.
So I thought, oh, well, how big is the sleeve then? And the sleeve cuff, the cuff, was this.
Yeah. I'll put my hand behind it. So yeah, where Mum's finger is here.
So basically more than twice the width of my wrist. So I spoke to the designer. I've had quite a few conversations with her, and I said that I was getting a bit disheartened because I didn't want to go on with the project, because the sleeves the jumper is meant to be oversized, and I have done it to the ease that she suggested in the pattern for the body, so it's a bit more, it's not quite as fitted as I normally do it for myself. And I just thought, oh, I really don't want to finish this, because the bicep size and the cuff size, now I know that she wanted it to be slightly oversized, but to me I felt it would be a bit clownish.
Yeah, it'd be too big.
So I spoke to her, and there's no shaping in the sleeve until you get to the cuff, and it's a rapid decrease. So I said, asked her if she had any plans to put any sleeves shaping in, and the reason why I asked was because I think we worked it out, my bicep measurement would need to be, so with the ease of the pattern, there's meant to be just under 4 inches around your bicep. But with that one, the measurement, so my bicep is 13.5, and then for four of that it should have been 17. It should have been about 17.25 basically, and the measurement was 20.75, so
that's still three and a bit inches. Still
yeah.
quite...
So I just wasn't happy with it. And then my wrist circumference for a sleeve on a jumper would have been about 7.5 inches, and it was going to be 15 and a half or 15.75, so double. And I just thought, I'm never going to wear that, it's going to look ridiculous. And so I explained that I wasn't happy. And the thing is when you sign up for a test knit, you don't always get the exact measurements. And then there's all the excitement of casting on and everything like that. So it's just a bit, anyway. So she was absolutely lovely. She said, well, the reason I've chosen that size, and she explained and where she got all her research and all that kind of stuff from.
Yeah.
So she hasn't gone into it like blind. She hasn't gone into it thinking, oh, if you're bigger, you just need, it
just increases the same way.
Increases this number of stitches, because that doesn't always work. So like Shannon and I have probably got the same width shoulders, but we're very different shapes and sizes. Yeah. And so I said that I wasn't happy continuing. And then she said, well, you could pick up for the sleeves the size down, the stitches, but that's still going to be too big. And I said, well, what if I did so when you're doing the front and the back, you have to knit to a certain number of inches. So I said, what if I did that a bit shorter? Would that mean that I've got a smaller bicep circumference, and so I would pick up less stitches and do...
Because you're not a designer, this is the thing.
I'm not a designer.
Mum's not a designer.
I have picked up a few bits and pieces, and to me it would kind of make sense, but I didn't want to go ahead and do it
on a test knit as well.
Anyway, so she's come back and she said, right, these are certain options. She's given me 3 different options, and she came back really, really quickly.
Yeah.
3 fairly sensible options, so I can pick which one that I feel would be best for me. And she's currently trying to adapt the pattern for tapered sleeves.
Okay, that's good.
I'm quite happy if this comes in a little bit. I'm quite happy to do.
What are they, like balloon sleeves?
What I would do is I'd do the pattern down to about here, and then do a longer cuff, but with a rapid decrease, so it's quite fitted at the cuff. Yeah, so
I mean, it is gorgeous. I love that stitch. Like, it is so pretty. It is so pretty. Yeah. It's so effective.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make... So I'm on the point now where I should be doing the front and the back, but I'm actually going to make this a little bit longer, and then maybe do this bit a bit shorter, and then see how I go. But yeah,
because that looks very, very short. If you're then going to start splitting the sleeves, it looks like that will be quite cropped.
Yeah.
Whereas on her image, it is not. She's tiny anyway, but
she is tiny. Yeah.
Cropped at all, is it?
No. And the thing is it must be hard as a designer, which is why I'm not a designer. When you've got all these kind of like
different body shapes,
you can't. And I think that's the beauty of knitting anyway, because once you've got a little bit of confidence, you can adapt your own thing to your own style and your own shape and all that kind of stuff. But it must be really hard if you're a designer and you've done your homework. I'm not saying she hasn't done her homework. She has really done her homework, and she has produced some really.
What she says makes sense.
Yeah, and she has made some really lovely garments, and I freely admit that I'm probably quite an odd shape, because although I'm big, my arms and legs aren't big.
No.
I carry all my weight on my front, and so I don't actually need the extra room here.
Yeah.
Whereas
my body shape, I carry it all around my hips and my bum.
Yeah, so it's that we all
So we all have different shapes.
And so yeah, I just think I think I'm ready to start getting back into this one again. but I was a little bit disheartened, so that's why there hasn't been that much
Well,
progress.
it's good that you've kind of come back to it and gone, actually, no, I'm ready to carry
and
on
to
with
see
it
it
now.
now, I think, oh, I really like that.
I love the stitched pan. I think that is so pretty. I can't wait to see that finish.
Yeah.
Because I think that will look really good. And it's the green you wanted.
And it's the green that I wanted. So yeah, the beauty of doing test knits is, and I think maybe the confidence that I've got in doing test knits, because in the past I would have knitted it to pattern and then thought, I don't like this, and given it away, or put it in the charity shop or whatever, or unravelled it and used it for something else. Whereas now I think, actually, I'm not happy with that. Can I? And most designers
Appreciate it.
will actually. It's like I went back to Andrea Mowry, didn't I, about the pockets on the.
Yeah, she put pockets.
And she graded the pockets. So they will. Sometimes designers, it's just something that they haven't thought about.
Yeah.
You know, and the more input you give them, the more that adds to the collective knowledge. So therefore, yeah. Anyway,
I think it's good.
That was a bit of a ramble.
There is a fly, so if you see me wince, it's because the fly is coming near me. It is summer. It is summer. So yeah, flies are an issue. But anyway,
So yeah, I'm going to get back to that one.
I'm really pleased that you're excited to get back to it.
Yeah, I just felt it was really like
disheartening.
I didn't want to pick it up.
Yeah. That's quite often why I leave my whips for a long time, and then if I still don't pick them up after a year, then they probably need frogging. But anyway, so sorry, my next whip, and this is my last whip. I only cast it on the other day, and I bought the yarn from. I bought it on the 13th, and I cast it on already. So it is going to be the Simple Pleasures hat.
She wound it up while we were there, to be honest.
Yeah, so Laura had her yarn swift, and yeah, I got them in every colour. I've even got other ones in here. So I bought these dinosaurs in every colour. So I've got those. I got the green ones in here. Whee. I'll have to find that one in a minute. I got blue ones on here.
Her favourite thing that she used to watch when she was a kid was Land Before Time.
And these are very Land Before Timey. I love it. And then I've also got a dinosaur stitch marker on there. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Which way does this go? It's that way. There we go. So, you got a little dinosaur on there. You got a little Triceratops, which I think came from. Are they Treble Maker?
Yeah. So did you get them at the same time as the cow and the sheep and the...
Yeah. Yes. You can say it. I mean, it's a bit high pitched, but anyway.
I don't know where it's gone.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll get that in a minute. There it is. I can see it. It's done there. But it's fine. I'll get it in a minute.
Oh, yes.
So, Laura had her Swift out and I caked it up while we were there. Thank you. I did buy each colour of the dinosaurs, apart from pink, because I'm not very pink, but I say I'm not very pink, but this is a pink project. But anyway, so this is the yarn, and it was an exclusive colour for her studio, and it's called Folk Friends. So it is dyed under the Lonely Knitter. It's a bit shiny, but the Lonely Knitter, and it's Folk Friends, and it was a new yarn base that she was trying out. Excuse me, got a scratchy nose. And she's called it Twisty Sock. So it's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and you've got 365 meters per 100 grams. So this is the colour, and I also bought pom pom to go with it. So I did ask everyone while we're there, didn't I? Right, which pom pom? Pick a pom pom, and this was the one that won. And I've actually got some pink siri that is in my stash. So I am making the Simple Pleasures hat. So I've wound off, sorry mum, kind of wedged down there. I wound off 20 grams, which may not be enough. Oh, anyway, we'll figure that bit out when I get there. So basically, it's a Simple Pleasures hat by Purl Soho. I've made quite a few. I think this is actually number 5. You hold the 4-ply yarn double, and then you make, it's a free pattern as well, you make, I can't remember what number of inches I need to do because I can't remember what size I'm making.
4 or 5?
I think it's closer to 6, maybe 6, 4, 5, 6 inches of ribbing because it's a folded over brim, and then you drop one strand and you hold one strand of the 4-ply and a fluffy yarn. I think they recommend mohair, but I can't use mohair because it irritates my skin, so I use suri. So I'm going to hold those two together to make the rest of the hat, and then that will go on top. I think that looks really pretty. So not my colours at all. I don't even know why I bought it. I liked it.
You liked it, and so
liked it.
It spoke to you.
Yeah.
It says, pick me.
So I liked it. So I haven't done much, but I love the fact that I bought it on the 13th of July and I cast it on, what, 15th of July. So yeah, I am going to probably have it as sort of my knit group project, because you don't have to think too much about it. So yeah, I'm just going to have it as my knit group project. And it lives in a massive bag, even though it's a tiny project.
So why don't you put your shawl in that one and put that in?
There's a reason. So when I go to knit group, everything goes in here. So I have got a massive coffee cup that I take because we go to Starbucks.
Other coffee shops are available.
Yep. It's just where we go. So we go to our local Starbucks, which is 10 minutes down the road, if that. And there's a whole group of us that go on a Wednesday evening.
And in the summer it's fantastic apparently because it's air conditioned.
It is air conditioned, yes. And so I put that in there. I put my purse and my brain, because if I don't have that I don't know what's going on. So I put that in there, which has got my cards in there and whatnot. And yeah, it just, everything goes into the project bag. So I only have to take the one thing, which I thought was quite sensible. That's why it's living in a bigger project bag.
Fair enough.
But yeah. So yeah, that's my last one.
And this is my last one. And I'm going to put a picture in here. And it's going to be the picture of the very first video that we did.
Oh.
And I said that I wanted a pink fluffy hat.
Oh no.
And she did the...
What?
Really?
Oh my god, are you making the same one as I? Oh no, you're making a different pattern.
So this is the hipster hat. Didn't have a label on it, I can't remember.
I think it's bubblegum. No, it's not bubblegum.
It was one of the romance collection, I think.
Oh, it's Barbie.
Is it Barbie?
I think that's Barbie. I don't think that's romance. I think that's Barbie.
Anyway, so I don't know if you can see. It's a 2x2 rib.
You can just about see it, I think.
And it's just...
God,
that's it. It's a 2x2 rib hat. This is my work hat.
Who's the pattern by?
It's by Petite Knit. I shouldn't pull that face when I say that.
No, I totally get it though. We've both had issues with their design.
So I just use it for the decreases, because I've done a 2x2 hat and I've done decreases, but they don't look quite as clean as the hipster hat. So yes, so this is my work knitting. Everybody at work says that's not going to fit your head.
It will. It's ribbing. It stretches. We
So
know
it's
as knitters. Yeah.
So I just need to keep going and going and going.
Are you gonna do like a folded brim or what?
It is a folded brim.
It is folded brim.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've made a few of these before. So yeah, it will be folded brim.
And it's in Barbie.
It's in Shannon's yarn, Barbie colourway, and it's the cozy base.
Cozy DK.
Which is...
Can you remember?
I don't know the percentages, but it's alpaca, cashmere, silk.
Yes. So it's 70% alpaca, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. That's gorgeous. I might need to make something in this base very soon.
And quite often I'll be sitting there at work knitting it, and somebody will be sitting next to me going,
not me.
just holding it.
Yeah, not me either. As much as I would sit there and do that.
Yeah. So that's my work knitting.
In your hot pink.
In my hot pink fluff. It's not overly fluffy, but it is got a bit of a halo on it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. It's not as like defined. Hang on. I've got an idea. Before I pull up too much out. So that, you can see they're very, very defined strings, for lack of a better word. Strands, that's it. And then these ones, they're not as defined, but I don't know if you can see that there is a slight halo up near the top of my fingers here. And they would work really nicely.
Yes, they would.
Anyway,
so when she disparaged me at the very first episode,
you finally cast it on.
Yeah. Well, I cast it on when I went to, when I was at Heathrow.
Oh, okay. And then you did loads of knitting while you were away.
But then I needed the needles for my t-shirt. So I undid it and I started it again.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's everything.
Yeah. Cool. I don't think I've got anything else.
No?
No.
So, got any plans? What are you going to cast on next?
No. I know that I really want to use some more of my stash. Actual stash, not just stock. Yeah, I know I want to use some more of that because there is a lot of it now that I've frogged a load of. Yeah, I do need to have a bit of a casting on party. So if anyone's got any ideas, actually, that would be really good.
What do you want to make?
I don't know. Have you got any really enjoyable patterns? So most of my yarn is 4-ply.
But you can hold it double.
I can hold it double, yeah.
And you have got big stock.
Stash stock, yeah, that's very true. And there's some DK in there as well. Yeah, so if you've got any suggestions of a really good pattern or one that you've really enjoyed, I wouldn't mind making a cowl. I haven't done a cowl for a little while. I really would like to make the... So Andrea Mowry has got a set of patterns, and I think it's like a night shift shawl or the shift cowl or something like that. And she does it out of spin cycle yarns. And I was thinking I would really like to make that, but I'd like to make it out of Zauber balls because I've never used Zauber balls before. I don't know what patterns are you going to put in here.
So I made the shift cowl.
Yes.
Out of 2 Zauber balls.
And it's very pretty. Very, very contrasty yarns, but they work so well together.
Yeah, and I bought them at...
Was it Venetia's yarn shop?
No, where did you get engaged?
Newbury.
Yeah, I bought them there.
Oh, okay.
That weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to buy some Zauber balls and have a go. Because I've never used Zauber balls and they look really pretty. And I've seen hundreds of people use them and they look amazing.
And I use the Zauber balls for my mum's flowery shawl.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I want to make something with a Zauber ball, but I don't own any, so I have to buy some. But I want to find the project first.
Stephen West does some shawls with Zauber balls.
Well, we might be going stash diving in a minute.
So basically, anything that you can use. I mean, you can.
It doesn't have to be.
So you want to do a colourwork jumper? If you've got a flat tonal colour, you can do a Zauber ball for your.
I've got the hand spun that Kirsty very kindly gave me.
So you could do. What was it you were doing? Was it Garden Gate or?
No, it wasn't Garden Gate. It
was a Jennifer Steingas pattern.
Yeah.
It'd be in your notes.
It would be in my notes, wouldn't it? There's a lot of hold music on this one. Nordic Nights was the one that I was going to do, but I've got loads of her patterns.
Yeah. So you could do one of those. I'm going to use my hand spun that Kirsty did for me in the Alpine Blue.
Oh yeah.
We could have a knit along.
Yes. Well, we are not very good at our knit alongs. You either finish the project before I've even thought about which one I'm going to do, or vice versa.
Yes, you finished your Vertices Unite before I started mine, more or less.
I was really excited about using those colours, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And the fact that it was all from Stash was,
Yeah.
I found that quite exciting.
Yeah.
But I know that I want my next project, whatever that may be, to be from a Stash. Technically, that top, the Glacial Light, is from Stash because most of that I've used in something else before.
Yeah.
Apart from the Sofa Snooze on Yak. That's the only one that was new to.
So, I think we're done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We'll sort out a date for our next recording. Probably 4 to 6 weeks as usual.
Don't forget to send us your entries to the Westknits
Regal.
NGK Westknits KAL. And if you've got any pattern ideas, what are you making? Are you really enjoying it?
Yeah. Help me find some ideas, please. Yeah. I wouldn't mind finding some different designers as well, because I tend to gravitate to the same ones over and over. So I would like to find some different ones. You're good at finding new ones because you do the test knits for everyone.
Yeah. Andrea Gaughan has got a couple of really nice ones, and she's got a stripy tee. I think I showed you the pictures, didn't I? Where somebody had made the stripy tee but put bust adjustments in.
Oh yes, I do remember. Yeah.
I'd quite like to have a go at that, but if I can find it, I'll put a picture in and you can see what we're talking about. But there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right then.
Thank you very much for watching us today.
And if you liked us and want to see more, do like and subscribe.
Yes.
And we'll see you again soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.